Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back with episode 46 of the Children of the Trenches podcast with your host, Anthony Finhess Hess.
You know what it is, Jaivion and Professor Cardinal.
And today we got a very special guest. You want to introduce yourself?
My name's Typho. I'm coming out of the Valley area, just doing my shit. I'm a rapper, 20 years old. Let's get right into it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, you mentioned you coming out the Valley. Our podcast is, Children of the Trenches.
Yeah.
And we believe the trenches are all across the world.
Yeah.
Everywhere they have, the trenches, the slums. What was it like growing up in the Valley?
Man.
What part exactly?
Well, I grew up in all parts, really, but for the most part, I was born in Van Nuys.
Okay.
Kind of moved from there, Pacoima, Reseda, stayed a little bit in Simi. I moved to Lancaster, so I've been all around the way. But I say where I was brought up mostly at a young age and where I developed a lot of my street smarts and things like that was basically Van Nuys, for sure. What it was like, my mom, she migrated from Costa Rica by herself when she was 16. So she was over here. She had me later on with my dad. And my dad cool and shit, but, he's always on them drugs and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of hard when my mom, working every single day, never get to see my mom, and my dad being out the streets, and me having to be in a random person's house. Not the daycare, but she was my Aunt Sally, really. So she took care of me most of my upbringing. But I always thank my mom because she always worked hella hard for me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And me and my dad cool now, but it was kind of harder growing up when he was, on the age. I mean, he dibble-dabbled and everything. Thank God he's been sober off that shit for like 10 years dealing with the H, but he's still on some other shit. But, that's my best friend too. I'm not gonna just give it down to Pops, that's my Pops at the end of the day, but just being in that environment, kind of hard, you can kind of guess. I don't want to get too explicit, but when you're off the drugs, you're not in the right mind state with your kids and your family. Everybody got a hard story, but I mean, I wouldn't change a thing about it because it really made me who I am. And there were shootings at my elementary school when I was in 5th grade. I'll never forget. I forgot what exactly it was because it was so long ago, but it had a lion as the emblem. I'll never forget. One of my homies got shot there at a young age. Didn't really know him, like he wasn't my best friend, but he was just like, coming around, and we sat at lunch together, like, that was Tony, but, like it was kind of dramatic experience, like just going out and be like, this is my life. I have to live it smart. My mom, she was a smart woman, coming by herself over here at 16, taking a chance. She's worked at Vaughn's for like 38 years now, bro. And that's a hard-ass job, I respect it because, like, damn, 38 years to keep one solid job your whole life, you ain't got no other choice, you know what I'm saying? And you guys can probably guess why she ain't got no other choice, because she came down here from Costa Rica when she was 16. So that I really just, it motivates me, really. And my mama, she taught me a lot. And my dad too, because he got street smarts, that's one of the reasons why I'm following my dreams and trying to take my dads out the streets, because, my pops, he actually still in Van Nuys, but he's still on the streets. Like, he ain't got no, he homeless. I try to do what I got to do to help him out, hustle. But like I said, I wouldn't want it any other way because it taught me a lot about life. It taught me I had to hustle to get what I want. If I want my shoes the way I want them, clean, what I do? I got to do what I got to do to get it. But that's why another reason I respect my mom is because she'll go with them Payless shoes to put some Converse or Vans on my feet, or wasn't never J's, but she had to do what she had to do. So, yeah, man, I would say it was tough, but I would say I wouldn't want it any other way because from pain comes adversity, and from adversity comes growth. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Now, at a young age, you mentioned, your pops being on drugs. You mentioned you saw, one of your friends get shot at a very young age. How did you cope? How did you deal with those things, being a kid?
I would say, not even to be corny, like music, for real. Because music is very therapeutic to me. It's like, we couldn't afford the therapies and let's go see nah, it wasn't ever that. And, I had to write music or I had to listen to music, most definitely. A lot of Pac, a lot of Biggie, just knowing, like, hearing the songs and really just, like, feeling like I'm not the only one that's going through this. Right. And, I don't want to be the other fool that's just, like, that can't go through it. I ain't got no other choice. Right. So listening to music, making music, and just being with the homies, you know, drinking, serving, doing what I gotta do. It was fun to be doing that, to try to get out of that zone, because it gets you out of that zone. It's very therapeutic. It puts you in a zone where you're like, it's in a different world, and it feels like a hood diary when I write the music. It just puts me in a whole other perspective. Like I'm gonna be straight, because I knew from a young age, bro, I wasn't finna work no 9 to 5. I'm not finna do all that. If I gotta be an entrepreneur, if I gotta do some shit to make it happen, I'm not doing all that, because I see my moms go through that, and my mom, you know, she sacrificed her whole life to give me what I wanted, and I want more than that, because I'm not trying to do that for my kids. Of course, I'll sacrifice everything, but I want them to have anything they want. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it really taught me, like, man, it's a trap. I'm trying to get out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be another product of my environment. Even though I was growing up, you ain't got no other choice. Like, I'm trying to stand out and bring my homies and my family with me.
So do you remember when you actually figured out, you know, music was your outlet, and when did you kind of, you know, make up your mind saying, this is what I want to do?
I would say the end of 2019, and I know that's kind of close, but you know, all of us homies, they sitting over there, a lot of my homies, we suffered a very hard loss, which was the passing of my brother Nixon. And it really just seeing all my friends and family, and seeing him telling me, like, why don't you take it serious, when he was still here? Well, what you doing not taking it serious? What you doing, you know, following in the same footsteps as your father? Because he would tell me straight up, like, bro, this shit's gacho. This shit's out. Well, like, what are you doing? So I really tried to take it serious from then on, and paved the way, and did the footsteps I had to do to make him proud, and make my loved ones, my other loved ones out there who always told me that I could do it proud. And that's one thing about my pops too, like that motherfucker might not have nothing, but he really gave me the shirt off his motherfucking back physically. Like on his shit. He always told me follow my dreams. You know, he always tried to do what he gotta do to help me out. Same with the homie, you know, that unfortunately passed. I just wanna make them proud. So I would say a month after October 24th, 2019, you know, cause his mama is my mama now. And, you know, she tell me you gotta do what you gotta do. If this is your dream, I want you to follow it. Same thing with my mama. And we all a collective family. And what's cool about that, it was just me and my mama, because my pops wasn't really around at the younger ages. It was just me and my mama. That's it. Because all our family's in Costa Rica, and that's it. I ain't never even been on a plane still. I'm still trying to make that happen. But, so, it really created my own family out here. With the homie, with this homie's mom, with my friends, they my family. So I would say, to answer your question, like the beginning of 2020 for sure. Taking it seriously, but when I realized I could make the homies laugh and have a good time with it, was actually second grade when we was rap battling and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I really was out the top, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but I always knew, you know? I always knew for sure.
So let me ask you this, personally, why do you feel like you didn't take it as serious until your homies timely demise?
Being a stupid kid, just growing up, wanting to. I didn't focus on that yet. I needed something traumatic to happen to learn, like, yo, what the fuck you doing? Wake up. I got caught up in the streets. I got caught up in the streets lifestyle. You know, with the I'm gonna just keep it raw with the bitches and the drugs and the serving and just being in that life. That's all you could see at the age 14, 15, 16, at least me, because I didn't have no father figure or nobody else to tell me like that. All I had was my mom, who worked every single day, me not going to school, and me and her not getting the notifications from it or the phone calls, because, you know, I changed all that shit. They didn't know all that. Me skipping school every day and just being a product of my environment with my homies, all of us growing up. So that traumatic experience and really maturing through that and be like, yo, whoa, damn, like, you could be another statistic tomorrow. Like, what are you doing? You have a gift. Everybody's telling you this, and you just not, yeah. Let me drink another 40. Yeah. Let me drink some more tequila. Or like, just drowning it down, being stupid, really, you know. But I would say I was blessed enough to know that I have another choice. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Now, pretty much when that happened, did it kind of ultimately switch? Did it take some time, or what was that process like?
I would say it took some time for sure. I had my battles, But every day I would write, and then I realized, like, bro, I'm nothing without this shit. Like, I'm nothing without this music shit because, like, I could do other things, but will I be happy with it? I know how to make money, but will I be happy with it? So once I realized that this shit really makes me happy and I have no other choice but to be successful and happy in something that I do, that's when things changed. But I would say it took a little while, you know, about 8 months after that, after, you know, I lost I lost a father figure of mine that was taking care of my mom's, and he was in my life for a while. I caught a case. I had 2 assault with deadly weapons, 2 felonies, and I wasn't learning. So when I was in that cell, I was writing every day, and I really just tried to be like this. I'm never gonna have my mama go through with this again, cause I'm all she got. So, yeah, I would say after that, for sure, like, really started, like, I'm not, that's just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? I have to do what I have to do, but I have to do it really smart now. So, yeah.
So, when all this happened, was you recording before, or was you just writing raps, messing around at freestyle battles, or was you actually recording before your homie passed away?
I was recording before. I would say my first song was 2015 that I recorded, and it was off of, I'll never forget, it was off a $50 Blue Snowball mic, and I had like a 2007 HP computer, but the motherfucking keyboard and the screen was detached from each other, and I had to literally tape that motherfucker and keep it. I had to keep the screen in a certain spot for the screen to stay on. So I was recording, doing that shit, being on Audacity, and doing that shit all at the same time, not even knowing that you could edit your vocals and shit. I had that bitch raw every time. So before Take 4, Family Over Everything, my name, I grew up as First Take, because I didn't even know how to switch the shit, so I would just record it at one time, play, all right, download, all right, send it, cool.
But I'm pretty sure that skill will kind of help you now when you are in a live studio.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Right, exactly.
Like that.
Exactly, yeah. No, for sure. After that, and someone showed me, you know, one of my producing homies, my engineering homies, showed me like, bro, like, it's good, bro. I'm surprised you didn't have nothing on this. This is how you do it. I was a junkie to the music, bro. I try to figure that shit out as much as possible, for sure, doing that shit. So now, yeah, I'm blessed to have the knowledge of doing that, and it's a good story to tell, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I went through that too. Yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah. Hell yeah.
So, where did that name come from, Take 4?
Take 4, so it developed, like the FOE developed like Family Over Everything.
Take 4, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's Take 4, yeah, Family Over Everything. Shout out to fam. Like I was saying with my, I brought up the 4. I got the name Take for doing shits on the streets, like just doing that. But now my definition of it is like, I give and take. So I take from my, like, it's like Robin Hood. So you take and you give back to the homies. But the FOE is like, I feel like I really developed my own family out here. Cause, you know, I only had my mom's growing up. I had no other relatives, nothing like that. So yeah, the FOE developed like from really putting together this whole clique of like, this is my family. And if I don't got family, I don't got nothing. So it's family over everything. So yeah.
Now take me back to the first time you was actually in a real professional studio. You feel me? How did that feel? Did you feel like, you know, like you was home?
Oh man, I'll never forget, man. Okay, so actually, my homie Nix, his mom, who's like my mom now, introduced me to this guy named Carlos. Shout out Carlos. You know, he was a real G. He heard my shit. She connected me. He heard my shit. And he was like, all right, for sure, I'm finna pick you up. I thought we was finna go to like his house or something like that, you know, like I was used to a cheap microphone and some shit, so anything would have been great. Like, oh, okay, he know how to engineer, I'm excited for sure. All right, coolin'. I thought I was gonna have to pay the man and everything. We ended up going to North Hollywood, to this place called Ultrium Studios. I'll never forget. We went in there, went to this place called the Wakanda Room, and he took me in there, and I was just like, damn, what the fuck, bro? And I looked at Carlos like, bro, how much this finna be? Like, I gotta take care of my rent. And she's like, bro, he's like, bro, I got you, family. I'll never forget, bro, just the the pressure of not having to have a certain start and stop time, so where I could really be off the pressure and really do my cuts and really just be on point and not have to worry about when we finna end and really just chill out, you know, take a little drink and just not be uptight about it. Man, that shit was amazing. I'll never forget that moment for sure.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
What songs did you make out of it?
I made this song called Wrong Right, which is actually about the homie Nicks. It's a tribute. And then I made In the Rain, which just talks about being in my struggle, being about, you know, about a good year of my life of just being homeless, couch hopping, homies to homies, and just trying to figure my shit out. So it's basically like a life story on that one.
Right.
But yeah, I recorded them 2 songs. They came out fire. It was the first time I ever got some shit mixed and mastered. So I was like, damn, I could really sound like this. I was like tripping. I was like, bro, I sound like Drake in this motherfucker. I swear to God, man, that shit was crazy.
Now, do you remember when you started actually getting that recognition, when people that's outside of your homies or outside of your family really started fucking with you?
Oh yeah, man. So I visited my pops in the valley, like I said. He in a tent, Van Nuys. We upgraded him to an RV now, so he good. Nah, just playing. But we stood outside with a boombox, like not an actual boombox. Now we got the nice ass speakers and shit,
Right.
nice JBL. But my dad was just like, bro, play your music. Here's a mic. I want you to perform. I'm like, pops, come on, I'm just trying to chill with you, bro. He's like, dog, this your dream. I got this shit. Struggle for this shit. We finna do this today. So I started performing that shit. Little that I know, my dad had a little hat in the back with the money, collecting all the money and shit. But man, it was crazy because right there I felt comfortable right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like it reminded me of like y'all ever seen like the Rosecrans like open mic sessions like right there?
Yeah.
It reminded me of that, just like, you know, whoever it was, just and that shit hard, is that really you? And it's always the best compliment when they're like, that's not you, man.
Right.
Why you stealing somebody's stuff? That's not you. I'm like, bro, you just made my day. They trip out on me. I'm like, bro, you don't understand. That's the best compliment I can get. Like, you don't even think it's me because it's so good. Like, I appreciate you. And then they really be tripping. They're like, what the fuck?
And I think that kind of shows like the different mindset of people. You feel me? Like that kind of shows like, why can't it be me? You feel me?
Yeah.
Because realistically,
That's where you come from.
people that come from where you come from, like your homies want you to make it. You feel me? But some people that come from don't want you to make it.
Exactly.
Just because they from the same place you from. You feel me? How come he made it and I didn't make it?
Right.
So I think that kind of why can't it be me?
Right. And I'm a person that, you know, I'm not insecure about myself.
Right.
I know my truth. You know what I'm saying? That's why I took it that way, because motherfuckers be like, that is me, whoopty whoop, what.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, I'm glad you say it's not me, because I know my truth. I know it's me. I know I wrote it. People be like, you don't write your own lyrics, bro. You got a ghostwriter with you, Drake. You know, the light-skinned Drake in this motherfucker or something like, nah, bro. You know, I appreciate that, because I take shit, I try to always turn a negative into a positive, bro, no matter what. Because if not, you just going to be, and your days ain't going to be as good as mine. You just mad you're not doing as much as your 24 than I am. Like, what you talking about? So.
And to kind of touch on that, you know what I mean, coming from where you come from, you know, people aren't used to seeing somebody around there, you know, come up. You feel me? People aren't used to seeing, you know, a star in the making.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like it's not only are they hating, but it's like they don't believe it's true. You feel me? Because it's like it's rare. You know, you don't see that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that speaks volumes to, you know, where you come from, and your upbringing and everything.
For sure.
But so you performed on the street. When was your very first performance on the stage?
It was Book the Spot, LA. Shout out to EJ. It's crazy how I remember all this shit, man. But it was Book the Spot, LA. It was in North Hollywood, I believe. Some dude hit me up on my gram saying, like, whoopty whoop, you sold this amount of tickets, I'll let you come, whatever. I hit him back in like 2 days. I was like, yo, sold all the tickets. He was like, what the fuck?
Quick.
You sold all the tickets already? Like, bro, I'll give you 100 tickets. I was like, bro, man, I already got like 50 people coming. pay for the other 50. I don't give a fuck. Like I need this. I need to show my family like I need this shit. Anyways, I ended up getting reimbursed back after because I turned the spot up. But I'll never forget that he gave me an opportunity after. He was like, look, bro, you was the best one out there. Like I'll never forget all these motherfuckers came, bro. Like my whole family supported me through that shit. And we turned the spot up, bro. Like it just felt unreal, and it was cool. It's something like we about to do, but at first they had us go up there and freestyle, and I presume white, so I was just thinking about the 8 Mile movie the whole time, like he choking, but I couldn't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? So once I got up there, like I was chewing gum before, y'all should have seen me. I'm a humble motherfucker, bro. I was nervous. I was nervous. Performing in front of all my family and friends, performing in front of it was only probably about 400 people there, not a big show, but it was my first one, and I really kind of took that nervousness on the chin, and I heard somebody else go up, and I'm not no hater, but I'm very competitive. So once he went up, I was like, all right, I gotta show these motherfuckers what's up. Right. So I went up there and they was like, oh shit, man, this white boy know how to spit. This is mad, man. Everybody was turned up in the spot, man. We had handles and Henny, and we was just going up. It was a great time. Once I got over that, I got to performing my songs, man. We was lit. I wasn't nervous, and it was a crazy feeling, man. I love that feeling. Right. I love that feeling. I'm glad that comes with music for sure.
Now, do you think that how people perceive you physically, you just said that, people think you white?
Yeah.
Does that kind of put a chip on your shoulder and make you feel like you got something else to prove?
It has, because, I'm Italian and I'm also Costa Rican and Guatemalan. I'm a whole mutt, but it does kind of, it used to affect me because, I have a lot of African-American friends, a lot of Mexican friends. I grew up around all ethnicities. So when someone tries to put me in a boat towards a certain something, I'm like, bro, you don't understand. Like, most of my friends, black, Mexican, like, what are you talking about? Like they make fun of the way I talk or whatever. I'm like, bro, it's just, it's where I grew up. I can't help it. Like, what are you talking about? Right. Like, what are you talking about right now? And they say I don't have the same struggles, and just random people, hating on me on my gram or whatever. But I'm just like, bro, like I said, it goes back to, I know my truth, bro, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not finna argue with somebody that don't know me because I know my truth. But I would say it did bring a chip on my shoulder because presumably, had to run more phase, kind of prove myself, kind of do my thing, wanted to prove myself as a youngin', do that, and just prove my name, get my name out there. But now it's like, motherfuckers know what it is. So I'm chilling now, but like I said, I wouldn't want it any other way. It did put a chip on my shoulder, but I'm glad it did.
Right. Now you were also able to get a deal.
Yeah, I was.
Dig into that?
Yeah, for sure. So the homie, the West, shout out to West, Big West. He had me go to this studio in Van Nuys called Finhess Studios. Shout out Finhess, and just do a feature. He was finna pay for it all. And actually, it was Sean's trainer, Speedy.
Oh, okay.
It was his cousin who was rapping and invited me to, come do my thing, feature on it. He heard some of my songs. He was like, you hard. So let's see about it. So I was like, okay. I killed that shit. His homie, Trouble P, shout out Trouble P. He the one that made it happen for sure. He was in there. He's like, bro, I'm calling my manager right now. He was like, bro, I'm calling my manager right now. So he called my manager Spooky, and we ended up signing a 1 album deal, and it was all great, man. He's doing a lot of good things for me. Shout out Mob Z, they taking real good care of me. So I was blessed. I'm blessed to have that, man. It came in my lap, and what it really was is Trouble P. He told me like, man, you showcased your talent. You came in all professional. You didn't take more than 30 minutes of your time. These songs is really hard. We looking for your sound. So it worked out perfectly just like that.
And I want to kind of highlight what you just said about the 1 album deal.
Yeah.
Because nowadays a lot of people get kind of trapped in these deals.
Yeah.
Where they gotta give 7, 10
exactly.
albums and things like that.
Exactly.
So negotiating a 1 album deal, did you kind of have the mindset of eventually I'm gonna want to be independent?
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. And that's the cool thing about Mob G, because I'm not just another artist. I'm like a partner with him.
Right.
He gives me full creative control. Matter of fact, he was like, look, if you do blow up, another label hits you up for something big, bro, I want you to make good money by all means. Like, this is a cool cat for sure. Shout out Spooky. But just don't forget where you came from. You know, always show love, and like, no doubt, like, you know, by all means, I'm not famous yet. I'm coming up. So for him to take a chance on me and my sound, and put a good amount of money behind me for this album, features, studios, you know, I can't really speak on it, but I got some big features coming, man. I got some big features coming, but yeah, man, for him to take a chance on me, I'm always show love, no doubt. But I know I'm gonna be independent for sure. That's how I've always wanted it to be. And before any record label signing, I advise you artists to get a lawyer to look at your shit. Because you don't want to just get the hood lawyer, you know, your homie. Everybody think they're a lawyer. You got to get an actual lawyer on your shit. Read through the fucking fine print. And if it sound right, it sound right. If it don't do it. But yeah, one album deal for sure, so I just get in. Hopefully, you know, continue with this shit. And get big off this, get this bag, and get steady to it. So, yeah.
Now, I know you mentioned
quick.
that you... My bad.
When is the release date?
The release date, we still working on it. The album is almost done.
Okay.
The album is almost done, so it should for sure be by, I would say, New Year's for sure.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, remember earlier in the podcast, you mentioned that, you know, listening to Biggie, Pop, you know, when you was younger.
Mm-hmm.
What's your
50.
What's your top 5?
Oh, fuck, man. Gotta put me on the spot right here. Don't say no wrong answers. So, like, just as an artist, right?
As an artist, what's your top 5? Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go Pac.
All right.
Even though Biggie, in my opinion, was a better lyricist, but Pac just hits me more poetically. I'm gonna go Pac. I'm gonna go M. I'm gonna go, fuck, man, Biggie. Then I'm gonna go, shit, man. I like 50 a lot, bro.
50, that last one.
And then, shit, man. I'm gonna go Jay, too.
Oh?
Yeah.
That's a solid.
That's a solid. No way?
Yeah.
No way?
No way.
No, I fuck with Wayne. I fuck with Wayne. Fuck, man.
That's a solid top 5.
That's a solid one.
Fuck, I fuck with Wayne, though, man.
Yeah.
Wayne is like, lyrics crazy.
Right.
Hell yeah.
And you gotta
Said, I'm sorry, Jay, Wayne. I'm gonna have to do Wayne.
You
Just
also gotta
because,
think about what Wayne did to the culture.
yeah, bro,
He did the
it's
culture.
crazy. Like, I fuck with Jay on the East Coast. Like, he crazy, too. Like, he really hit me with everything. He an old cat. Man, I have to throw in Nas for the East Coast. Man, there's just so many, but I would say, yeah, I change it to Wayne just because, I forgot about Wayne for sure. My bad, Wayne. Hey, we can still do business, all right? Still do business.
Hey, so out of those top 5, you can only choose one. Who would you get on a feature with?
A feature?
Yeah.
Shit, Pac? If he's still alive,
Yeah.
I'd get Pac right now. Pac, hop out. No, I'd get Pac right now, even though I would love to do a song with M, Wayne, all of them, of course, but I'd do Pac right now for sure. Just because we make a masterpiece, bro. That should be the biggest song in the world. Sorry, Drake, you out of there when Pac alive, man. Pac alive, you out, man.
And out of those top 5, you think that's where a lot of like your musical inspiration come from?
Influence, yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. But you know, it wasn't just rap, because I do R&B too, man. Hell yeah. I could do some of that for y'all too. Hell yeah, man. I would say I fuck with Mary J. Blige, man, in there. I don't care what nobody say. Mary J. Man, cold ass fucking singing voice. Mariah, I fuck with Usher for sure. I fuck with shit. I listen to a lot of Bob Marley growing up too. I say, yeah, man. A lot of people growing up for sure too.
And I think the versatility gonna play a big part when it's time to pick different samples.
Oh yeah.
Compose an album and compose a real project, a real good project.
Yeah, for sure, man. Kanye up there too, man. You really got me thinking about this now, cause now you're thinking about composing beats and making a masterpiece, man. Kanye's the GOAT at that for sure.
Yeah, nah, 5 ain't enough. It's too many.
Yeah, it's just too many, man. It's too many for sure.
Yeah.
Everything. Now, I think it's that time.
You think it's that time? It's that time?
It's that time.
All right, fine. It's that time. All right, for sure. So, what we gonna do? We gonna do a little something different. This is my podcast, Welcome to Children of Trenches. Nah, I just said.
Because it's his idea. You feel me? So we gonna let you tell your idea. Go ahead.
All right, so
what you want to call this piece? You know what I mean? So usually we'll call it like the trench stop.
Okay, this the take stop right here. Take stop, play it back, run it back. This the take stop. So what we're gonna do is, a lot of people call it freestyles, but they just not looking at their phone or their lyrics while they spitting it. We're gonna do a real off the top freestyle. I'm gonna have them give me a word. You gonna give me a word, you gonna give me a word, and I'm the man who's gonna spit it and play the beat.
All right, bet.
And let me tell y'all right now, we don't got these words pre-decided. Like we said, he came here and came to us with this idea. You feel me? This is not nothing.
Damn, you gonna try to stump me by all means. Hey, you know what? I always listen to Sway in the morning. Yeah. 5 Fingers of Death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I always love doing that, so I always wanted to do. Oh, King Lowe's crazy about that shit, man. He crazy. Who's that white boy Mac or something? He was on the radio. And he was just a radio voice and shit. But now he freestyling shit. His name's Mac or something. He crazy too. He did it in front of Kendrick, and Kendrick was even like, damn.
Harry Mack.
Harry Mack. Shout out Harry Mack. He hard as fuck.
He hard. I like him.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and one more second, because this verse of the day just came up. I have to give it up to God for sure. Yeah. I want to say that one more time. I'll give it up to God for sure. Yeah. So hey, let's get it right into it, man. Let's get it.
You got the first word, Jay? Or you want to start off first, and then we gonna throw you a word.
Okay, for sure.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You got the first word?
I got the first word.
All right.
Hey, listen. Hey.
Keep me coming?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
I'm with children of the trenches. I was always taught to really keep a weapon. Anthony be finessing. No, it's tight fault, baby. No, he coming in smooth. Bam, that guy really with the moves. Pull up with your, and you know what I do, yeah. And I always like to perform. Pull up with your bitch, yeah, she pull up to my home. I ain't give a fuck, Macaulay Culkin home alone. Pull up with your bitch, oh shit, it's type 4. It's FOE, man, it's family over everything. Married to the game, and I really got a wedding ring balance. That's a motherfucking challenge. Pull up with your bitch and she losing hella balance. I ain't give a fuck, man. I'm really with the static rapping. Motherfuckers call me B-Rabbit. I ain't give a fuck, little bitch. I'm with the cannons. So many sticks out in that cannon, cause I'm wildin' out. Ayy, and that's 8 miles. But I make a bitch walk 7 miles to get to the front door. Pull up in this typo. I ain't give a fuck, little bitch. Let that thing go. Ay, you better with the stick like it's limbo. I ain't give a fuck, knock it like it's Kimbo. What? Yeah, like it's Tyson. I ain't give a fuck, man. We ain't really fighting. You can shoot 1, 2, 3, 2 threes. Pull it with your bitch, oh shit, would it be? Got her and she made her really made her knees bleed. I ain't give a fuck, we ain't spraying over Freedy. Ay, yeah, trenches, listen children. Pull it with your bitch, oh shit, yes, he missing. I ain't give a fuck, cause my dick and my gun, she be kissing. Yeah, it's T-A-K-E. Pull it with your bitch, and I really need a fee. P-I-M-P, no, I really in a P. Ayy, and that's family. Shout out all my bros, F-O-E. Shout out all my foes, shout out all my woes. With it get though, but I ain't with all the pressure. Pull it with your bitch, oh shit, it's nice to meet ya. Ayy, listen, yeah, I'm from the valley. Pull it with your bitch, oh shit, her Sally. Oh shit, man, she a motherfucking baddie from the valley. I ain't give a fuck, she a baddie. Met her at the party, then I really had to bend her over. Yeah, good luck, bitch like a 4-leaf clover. But I pull it with your range to the rover. I ain't give a fuck a bitch, then it's over. Really off the top with it, and you not with it. Yeah, motherfucker caught a fucking cops with it. And my homie got my 6, so I got his fucking 12. Nigga pray to God, but this nigga go to hell. Pull it with your bitch, oh shit, yeah, man. Yeah, I got a shit on the stand, yeah, I'm really rapping to my motherfucking life. I ain't give a fuck, man, it's do it twice, do it, die, trying like motherfucker 50 said. Yeah, motherfucker with a 50 red, yeah. Y'all, this game had to sacrifice. You ain't really live this life. All this life, I had to sacrifice. I had to sacrifice for all my blessings, man. All my homies really stressing. No, we always had to really clutch a rep. And is you real? Is you really in that field? Man, I really got it and I made a deal, yeah.
Nah, that was hard.
Nah, that was hard. I didn't even want to say a word because I
wanted to go.
Hey, man, I had to do my shit.
Shit was hard,
I get in the zone, I appreciate it. It's really off the top. It's really off the top. For sure, I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, you not going or what? You gonna go or what?
So you said he from the valley. I met this bad bitch and I fuck her in the Audi. Hey, you know, we outed. Just the children of the trenches keep going, motherfucker. You know why I'm with it, nigga.
That's episode 46 of the Children of the Trenches podcast with your host, Anthony Finhess Hess.
Jaivion, Professor Cardinal.
And it's take 4, baby. God bless, always and forever. G.O.D. on my side. We finna make it. We finna run it back. Episode probably like 65. I'm gonna be famous.
Hell
so.
Yeah.
I want you to come back when your album about to drop. I want you to come down, talk about the album, talk about the process and making and everything like that. You know?
No. You know, all humbleness and all seriousness, I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Hell yeah.
Y'all boys smooth, bro. I
We
appreciate
started
it.
a challenge for all rappers.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta come different now.
Y'all gotta come different,
now.
It's
different.
Hell yeah.
But
set the tone.
if y'all found any entertainment from this podcast, any information, all
What
we
we
do
do
is like, subscribe, comment. What else?
Share that joint.
Share it with one person, man.
Sure.
Aunties, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, cousins, third cousins, friends, families, and the foes now, baby.
Everybody.
Come on.
You want to tell the people your Instagram where to find you?
Yeah, it's TAKE.FOE. So that's take.fo. TAKE.fo. We out, baby.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
That shit was hard.
Hell yeah. Nah,
Appreciate y'all, man.